When in doubt, flat out.
All right. Didn't expect that, but
Okay, let's try to disassemble these gears. So I think we will just try to pull the gears apart. Let's clean it first. All right, so we tried to pull, but didn't work. So we turned the table and we saw that the shaft goes through this table. And we think that maybe the shaft for the gears is like a T. So it needs to be pushed out and then we can push the gear off the shaft. Yep. So let's try if we can get it with the pressed out. Yes, looks very promising. So no wonder it wouldn't come off by pulling.
I was trying to avoid that, but didn't succeed.
Well, at least it's
was exactly as you thought.
So here we have the gear and we can see things are falling off. There's the needle bearing and then we have the shaft for it.
Yeah, so that came off like this.
And it goes into
in
this way.
Yes.
Good. All right, so here it is disassembled. So we got the bearings and just roughly cleaned them off, so we can see a little bit how they look like. But now we will put these into the ultrasonic washer and then clean this as well. Maybe disassemble this gear also.
Yep.
A lot of old machining
memories,
yeah. Yeah, and this was also in the bearings, so I think it was a good decision to disassemble this.
Yeah, and even if the gears rolled quite easily, but I'm not sure if the bearings actually rolled, if it was just the bearing was, if it was seized or not. So I think it's so easy to change them now. So
yeah.
So next up is this shaft.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so next up we'll try to remove this shaft and gear. So I think at least this gear has a locking ring on it, like so. And then hopefully we should be able to came quite easily. And then the whole shaft also. Alright. Didn't expect that, but works for me. Let's see. Can get it so that we know where it is. That one, and then we have this. We should be able to get it out. If you want to, you can remove the gear from the shaft. It's loose.
Oh.
So this is the ring for it.
Okie doke.
Let's see if we can get this last one. Not enough grip. It's the easiest way to just now flip the table and then press it out downwards. Let's get these screws so they don't disappear. I'm not sure, can you see now what I'm doing?
Yep. Going on. You can put your hand here.
All right. Then I think the only thing that's now left in this part that we need to get out somehow is this locking pin right here. So this was for the wedge that we showed in the beginning, the long one. So it comes from on this now, so from left and just jams these two the slide, so it makes it tight and removes the plate. I'm not really sure how we should.
I think the wedge was from the last episode.
Ah, okay, yes.
So go, if you don't know it, go check it out.
Yeah, there you can clearly see it, how it looks. So this was the feeding house, or the housing for the feed. Now let's try to remove this locking nut. So there's a similar brass bushing or nut that's inside this housing. So let's try to remove that. giving in. See if we can grab it with the pliers without ruining it. Felt like it moved quite easily now, yeah. Pliers are good, but they tend to leave quite nasty marks, so trying to avoid those. Yes, and now I think it should just come down, feels loose. Let's just gently try to tap it. Yeah, it's moving. We'll just have to use a bit more force there, so it looks like this bushing needs a little bit of work. So I don't know how careful we have to be with it, but let's try to. There it goes. So this was it. There was the locking also, and I think this is something that will change also, because this is directly on the feed and the play in the thread also. So I think this is wise to change once we have it open.